What's up, Independers? And today I'm going to be doing my third part of my in-depth review of Rivendell. And as you know, the third part is going to be the middle section, or the biggest section that you build in this set. And let's just start going right into it. And we're going to talk about the most noticeable part first, and that's going to be this, the council ring area. And we're going to talk about that right now. So let's move in onto that. As you notice, it does separate off in a little Easter egg. Eye of Sauron sits right there. Now, it does separate off, and it does say in the set that you can display this part by itself, and that's why they had it separated. And we'll just go over it real quick. It got some nice little ferns with part of the ground attached to it, so I do love that. Along with, it does have second floor stairs for the back area. And just really nice little back area here. More nature in the front, more industrial in the back, I would say. On the tree, nice yellow, lime green, dark green leaves. I really like this tree build. It was a pretty fun build. Actually, more blocky than you can tell right here in the back. Especially, it looks pretty blocky. But let's be honest, if you have this displayed, you're gonna display it this way, and you don't have to worry about the blockiness. I mean, I guess you could display it like that, but it just won't look that good. Anyway, the seats here do have plenty of spots. This is where Elrond sits, and if you did watch my general review, you will know that Elrond and Gandalf have their own unique seating, along with Frodo and Bilbo. But just take the character here, the old dwarf. You can just simply set them in these seats like that, and that is where the One Ring sits, with actually some Minecraft shulker boxes pieces that they do use. So it's actually kind of cool. And the seats are very uniquely built. I do like them. It was a little tedious build though. I like how they look, but it's a pain to build. That's all I'm going to say. It wasn't exactly fun to build, but one of the parts that will make the set look really nice. And I do like the detailed tiled pieces right here. Looks really cool. You will notice them inside of the building whenever we get there. But yeah, the seats look really nice with popsicles and the sausages. I like those unique pieces to create a very nice seat look here. Plenty of seats for all the council for the most part. But anyway, that is going to be this middle section here. And let's just move on to the big building here. So we already looked on the inside. You can kind of see how they build the support beams to support the whole set. So you do get a little bit of internal looks here. And you can see where they build one of the circle layers for the council ring. So it is kind of cool to see some internal. I do like the nice white design up here, white with some really nice mint colored bricks. I do like the design. I don't know how to call it, an elegant design, more ivory. Looks like it'd be ivory looking. And then we get a nice nature scenic part. You know, if you watch my second part of the review, you'll know that's my favorite build part of the whole review because of the nature building. I really do like building the nature parts. It's cool. And I do like these techniques here where it is sideways right here. If you do notice, it is built sideways. So is this. I did enjoy building those. Those were very interesting. There's some tree roots, and there's some of those glow-in-the-dark mushrooms that I was talking about in the second part. I think those are it in this part of the set here. We do get a walkway here with leaves that does lead to the bridge, and this is the beginning of the bridge right here on this part of the set, which then leads into the little table with some lembas bread. Or, I don't think it's lembas bread. It's something, limbus bread or something like that. No, it starts with an L. It's pretty cool though, and I do like these pillars, very reminiscent of this area here on the build. So just like a little miniature shack that does have the nice roof design that you did see in the first part of the in-depth review, and that you will notice is all along here. Makes it look very cool, and you get to see it's going to be the same on the side. The roof is going to be the same, and we do get a little nice design up here with some more ivory looking pieces. Moving on to the back more, we do get a little tree and a big tree, and I do like this big tree. This big tree was a fun build, pretty easy build. As you can see here, there's a bunch of clips that go together along with a thin trunk, and you'll notice that there's going to be support beams to hold this tree up, as it's pretty top heavy. You do get a side entrance to lead down to this section here with some steps and a little bench, so you can put any minifigure in this set unless they have a dress piece and do not accommodate for that, such as Arwen. She will never be able to sit in this seat, as she doesn't even come with a piece to allow her to sit, so she can stand on the bench. But anyway, looks really cool, and it does show you a balcony side view of the stairs with some railing there. Really cool. There's the side of this part of the building. And just going back to the front real quick. There's the roof. We haven't talked about the roof really a lot. We talked about it a little bit. The roof is going to be exactly the same and will mold perfectly with the first part on this side. You will notice the Technic pins on each side here. And you see the top design, and it does come with a little tower piece here. And another one of these, I don't know, I always think of it like a chicken or a bird. Whenever I see this thing on the side, you will see it on the other side of the first part. First part, as you can see right over there. But yeah, so yeah, a little tower piece. I do like it. Moving on to this side now, you will get a nice sticker that is towards the library. If you do remember, I don't know if I'm getting a good view, but there is the library on the bottom floor of the first section. Ooh, yikes. We do get a nice sticker of the elves forging the rings, so that's pretty cool. Along with a doorway that does get some design outside of the build, so if you will notice, it will jut out a little bit. That's pretty cool. And we do get a window here with a candle piece showing, and you get to see a preview of the nice printed tiles. There are 64 in this set, and I do like them. They're really cool. Along with on this side, we do get a little bit of a flooring for the second part of the building of Bilbo's room. So that is pretty cool that we do get a little piece of that. So that's a little bit of flooring so it connects. And you do get to see some cool design here to go with the roof, and I do like it. You can see where it connects, and that is going to be a little Technic pin to, not Technic pin, but a little clip to hold the building together, but not hold the building tight. Let's get to the interesting part, or one of the cool parts too, is the back. Starting at the top, you get a nice, elegant, smooth piece right here. Along with, you get two nice stickers of a ship. I don't know if that's supposed to signify in the books or movie. And a, oh, is that Gondor? Not Gondor, that's Rohan. I don't know, my names are all mixed up right now. I know that's some castle place, pretty cool. Anyway, we do get one of the most significant and iconic parts of Rivendell here, is the statue holding the sword of Nazriel or something. I know, I'm really bad at names right now, but you do get actually an extra in this set that I have Pippin holding. So he does get to hold the extra broken sword. So he's pretty much cool. You get a nice statue that we've already seen on the first floor, on the first part of the in-depth review. So that looks pretty cool. Along with, you get a little bit of space to put minifigures on. Believe me when I tell you, it is very little. It is not a lot. But you do get enough space to have Boromir stand and like Amira the sword, blah, blah, blah. You have enough space to put Elrond in, if he would fit. Put enough space, put Elrond, blah, 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 and to have some space over here. It does not connect with the first story, though. It does kind of connect, as there's going to be a little bit of a walkway, if you remember for the first part, with a Sauron thing there. So you do get to see how this connects. But we do lead down to some stairs here that does lead all the way down to a little nice telescope design piece down there. So I do like that telescope build. It is really cool. I don't know if I can get a better look. There's a better view of it. And there's some more stairs. Along with, you do get a map of Middle Earth, or at least part of it. This looks more like where the Eye of Sauron is. So you get a partial map of Middle Earth at this little bench here at the little table. Along with, you do get another map of Middle Earth. You do get a few. Here's another one right here. Another map of Middle Earth that looks more like Mordor. A map of Mordor. Let's hope I put that on correctly. And you do get some tables with candles and goblets and some candle pieces, as you can see up there. Along with, in the back, let's just look at this back section bottom here. You do get some shield pieces, along with a nice design right here, just like the design on this. So that's pretty cool. Along with these printed tiles are super cool. I don't understand why they put stickers in this set. Whenever you have so many printed tiles like this, it does get more expensive, and I'm glad there's not 64 stickers of these printed tiles. I would not be happy. But yeah, it looks pretty. This is pretty much it. Oh wait, this little design piece was also in the first part right here. So it's all, the roof is going to look exactly the same as the first part, as the other part of the building. And let's just put that back on. It's a pretty simple put on. As you can see there, that little step sort of lines up right there, and it should go on pretty easily at this point. Oh boy. Like there's a perfect, there we go. See, perfectly seamless. You can't even tell it can come off. That's what's so cool about it. But anyway, guys, let's go to my overall opinion of this. Before we get to it, I did forget to mention, there's some roots that jut out here and some nature. It's a little bridge piece. But anyway, guys, I give this part it's just as good as the second part that I love so much, giving that one a 9.5 out of 10. I give this also a 9.5 out of 10. There just doesn't seem to be any flaws with this part here, and I really love it. There's one little flaw I do have to mention, that sometimes if this is not on an even surface, if you do remember from my general review, I think it did show, is whenever you connect the first part and this section and this section together, that section up there and this section together, it will disconnect. That is how weak it is. So make sure you're on a level surface. That's all I'm going to say, because it fits seamlessly up there, and that's a more level surface than this table is. But otherwise, this set is amazing. The bridge part might be tedious, but it is definitely the bridge part. The roof, I don't know why I thought bridge. The roof definitely might be tedious. It takes a while, but it is so satisfying when it is done, and it looks so cool. Every part of this build is so cool. There's not really any part that I was like, I dreaded building. There was some tedious. The roof was tedious. The chairs were probably way more tedious and not as enjoyable. That was probably one of the more least favorite part of the builds. But otherwise, it was pretty fun. This build is fun. I would recommend buying this set if you do not remember from my general review. But just looking at my third part and ending out the complete series of reviewing Rivendell, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you got $500 and you want to buy Rivendell and you like Rivendell, get Rivendell. It is such a cool display set. It is such a cool set. It is so accurate to the movie. The minifigures are cool. Just everything's so cool about it. But anyway, guys, I give this part a 9.5 out of 10 compared to the rest of the two. And go check out my other parts of the more in-depth review, and go check out the general review. And if you're not offended by me, I can hit that like button and subscribe button. I want both of that, since I forgot to say hit the like button. And go check out my other LEGO content, and check out my Clash of Clans content if you do not know that. I do Clash of Clans content. And bye.